Hi guys, my name is Ethan, and today I'm just going to be giving you a quick lesson on AI. We're going to call it AI 101. It's going to be the first section. We're going to kind of be talking about what AI is, how you might use it. So let's get into it. So what is AI and how do I use it? Well, this is probably common knowledge, but AI stands for artificial intelligence. Okay, so artificial intelligence is when we teach computers to learn and solve problems, similar to how people learn from practice. So, when you guys are doing math lessons, maybe grammar lessons, you see lots of examples and you do a lot of practice problems. Well, AI actually learns the same way, but instead of looking at practice problems, it looks at information from computers and learns. So that's pretty interesting. And it's important to know that AI doesn't have thoughts or feelings. Okay, so if you're using AI, it might feel like you're actually talking to a real person, but it's just a computer. Okay, so it doesn't understand things the same way that you do. In contrast to the way that humans understand things, it really just notices patterns extremely quickly. All right, and then something very important to know here is when you're using AI, it's super important to be specific so it gives you the response that you're looking for. Okay, so if you wanted AI to help you study for a test, let's say, you can't just say, help me study for my test. It's going to have a lot of follow-up questions, so it's going to need to know what the test is on, when the test is, how much you already know, things like that. For example, you might say, I need help studying for my math test. I'm not feeling confident about my multiplication and division skills yet. So can you please make me a study plan with some practice problems? My test is in 3 days. Okay, now let's go to ChatGPT and actually see what happens when we put both of these prompts in there. Okay, so I'm in ChatGPT now. As you can see here, if you never use ChatGPT, you just click right in here and it says ask anything. It's ready to answer your questions. Now let's put in, let's just say, help me study for my test. And I'm going to predict that it's going to ask several follow-up questions, probably asking you what the test is on, when your test is, how comfortable you are with the material, things like that. So let's see what happens. All right. So it says, got you, let's make this efficient. First, I need a little more context. So exactly like I said, what's the class, what class is the test for, what topics are on it, and when is the exam? It's also actually asking for format. So it actually it was a little bit more in depth than I thought even. Now let's see what happens when I put in the prompt that I talked about before, where I say, I need help studying for my math test. I'm not feeling confident about my multiplication and division skills yet. So can you please make me a study plan with some practice problems? My test is in 3 days. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see what response we get. Okay, this is very fixable in 3 days. Multiplication and division improve fast with the right kind of practice. I'll give you a simple 3-day plan, practice problems, and a few tricks so you don't rely purely on memorization. As you can see, it gives you a breakdown day by day. So it gives you day 1, day 2, day 3. It even tells you how long it's going to take. It's giving you quick tricks, so kind of some miscellaneous stuff. Then it gives you a bunch of practice problems here. So it's a great tool. It can completely schedule your studying for you. It can take a lot of the work out of it for you and make you really good plans. Okay, so we just saw the importance of using specific prompts rather than extremely vague ones in terms of getting things that you're looking for. But we just talked about also AI learning from patterns. So when you guys look at this on my screen here, you see dog, monkey, dog, monkey. What kind of pattern do you think that is, guys? That's an alternating pattern. That's right, guys. That's what I would think after seeing that. Well, AI is going to recognize that, but extremely quickly. So that's how it's able to give you real-time answers to pretty much any question that you could want. Now, what's next here? So quick activity. With what you now know about AI, think of some times you see AI used in everyday life aside from ChatGPT. Think about that for a little bit, guys. Thank you very much for watching this first edition, learning about kind of what AI is and how you use it.